Hello everyone, and welcome to this Encore presentation. I'm really excited. So we're about to get started in about a minute, as you see on this countdown. Just to let you guys know, this is going to be an amazing presentation that I decided to do in addendum to a web class slash masterclass I did last night. This is something that I'm really excited about to share with you guys, and we're about to get started. And I can't wait to, share with you guys a game plan, a roadmap on how to go about going live this year, specifically, strategically, methodologically, if that's such a word, as far as these techniques I'm going to share with you today to help you make your first 4 figures or your 5 figures. Even though this is titled 5 figures, my intention is for you to get at least your first 4 figures. But because of what I've been doing in the past year and with my students, quite a few of them have gotten to the 5 figure mark. That's the highest I've gotten thus far. And so my goal is to scale it even bigger for this year. All right, so hopefully you guys can see me and hear me okay. I see that quite a few of you guys are here online. So welcome, my name is Monique Johnson, and I'm really excited to share with you what I have today in regards to this, right? How to make at least 5 figures this year with this Facebook Live model, all right? This is something that I've been testing out for about a little over a year. But first things first, I just want to make sure that you all can see me. Everything's looking good. And we'll get started with this, okay? Because I greatly appreciate that you are taking out the time for today, for this afternoon, your Friday afternoon, before the weekend hits, right? So again, my name is Monique Johnson. I'm your host for this mini workshop, web class, whatever you want to call it. But this is me giving to you a roadmap, a step-by-step guide on how to reach at least, even if you mess things up. So I'm talking about at least 4 to 5 figures. Five figures is the highest that I've gotten this far. And so my goal is to get it even further ahead. And this is just me all about pulling back the curtain and showing you guys what I've been doing, what my students been doing, clients that I have, all of that great stuff so that you guys can move forward for the rest of this month. Because before you know it, I mean, we're almost halfway through January, guys. It's almost done. So I know we're all in our New Year's Eve kick. We all have the gumption, the ambition to really make this work for you. Live streaming is here to stay. It's not a trend. It's not something that, it's a big craze and it's going off the deep end, okay? Live streaming is here to stay. Facebook Live is here to stay. And so it's a matter of you all to finally make the decision, stop being a stubborn donkey and get on board with this. All right. So I see that some of you guys are viewing. Give me some likes and hearts if you guys are really excited about this. We're trying to make this a very interactive session for you guys. And so before I get started, I just want to make sure everything's looking good. So all right, everything's looking good, it looks like. So let's go over to here and we're going to talk about how to make at least 5 figures this year with this Facebook Live model, all right? Now, because this thing is kind of funky. All right, so today in this presentation, it's a very short presentation, guys. I'm going to share with you 3 main secrets. In fact, let me share it from even this view so that you guys can kind of see this. Secret number 1, it's all about the script and the structure. In order for you all to be successful for this year and with your Facebook Live, I see that Gracie says, hey, hello, Gracie. In order to make Facebook Live work for you and for you to achieve these 5 figures, secret number 1 is all about the script and the structure, okay? Secret number 2 is all about understanding the model, okay? People are approaching Facebook Live as it's all over the place. They're not really seeing that there is a model behind it. In fact, a business model, and I'm going to share that with you today. Okay, and then secret number 3 is appear everywhere. A lot of times people are wondering, okay, I went live, so what do I do next? Okay, so primarily once you see all of these 3 secrets right here, okay, and once we go into depth about this, you will be able to move forward for 2018, okay? All right, so I see that quite a few of us are here live, so welcome to those of you guys who are here. And again, the 3 secrets right here are, it's all about the script and the structure. Secret number 2 is understanding the model. And secret number 3 is to appear everywhere, having that omnipresence, okay? So we're going to talk about these things really briefly. This is not a long presentation like I did last night. For those guys who are joining, I did an amazing masterclass last night. It was intended to be 2.5 hours, ended up, or an hour and a half, I think, and it ended up being 3 hours. But it was great. So I figured let's share something that goes even deeper, because what I'm sharing here is not what I shared last night. So I'm sharing this with you guys right now. So secret number 1, we're going to talk about script and structure. All right, so with that said, excuse me, running a one-woman show. I want to share with you a brief overview right here. Hopefully you guys can see this, right? I'm calling it the Facebook Live script. Let me know if you guys can see this, all right? All right, so this is just me drawing on here. It's nothing professional or anything like that. But basically, this is how a Facebook Live works. And I did it in a timeline format. For me, I really like visual pictures and really showing a timeline. So this is the timeline of a Facebook Live and the scripts. All right, I'm not giving you literally what to say, but by listening to this, you'll be able to come up with what to say. All right, so first things first is right here at the very end, I have 15 minutes. That is the sweet spot for going live on Facebook, is at least 15 to 20 minutes, believe it or not. The reason why is this. Look at this timeline, right? Right now we have this window. So if you were to go live for a minute or even for 5 minutes, you're cutting that window to like right here, right? And especially if you're following this script, you're not going to be able to do all of the things that you need to get done in order to get to that sell, to that new lead, right? So if you're going live for just 5 minutes, you're closing that window. You're closing the window for Facebook themselves, all right? Because Facebook live streams is the highest type of content in the algorithm. They want you to use it. So if you're letting Facebook know, or letting Facebook know that as you go on longer and longer, there's like, all right, Monique is still going live, so let's get more people to show up. Let's get more eyeballs, right? Oh, okay, she went past the 5-minute mark. Oh, she's at the 10-minute mark. Let's get even more people to show up. Oh, okay, there's more people engaging. People are sharing. People are pressing the like button, heart button. Oh, let's get even more people to it. But do you see that it's building upon each other? So the longer you go live, the more you keep your window open. The window open for Facebook and the window open for your friends, not even your friends, people who don't even know who you are, people who are showing up, people you emailed to on your list, who haven't talked to you for the whole year. We're at the beginning of 2018. It's opening that window even longer for more people to jump on, because the secret here, guys, with Facebook Live is that people are hopping on and off all the time. I know people are hopping on off right now on this stream. And if you guys liking this, be sure to like this, share this, invite a friend to view this, okay? So by going live for only a minute, for 5 minutes, you don't want to do that. The sweet spot is 15 minutes, okay? Now you're probably wondering, like, what the heck are these things as you go along to your 15 minutes? This is my way of letting you guys know that these are open books, okay? This is the opportunity, the number one way for you to start generating leads and gaining sales while you're on Facebook Live is to incorporate storytelling. I'm sure you guys have heard about this. I'm sure you guys are like, oh, I've heard this before. It's gone over my head. For me, in my experience, and for those I've worked with, storytelling is key here, guys. Key, because with storytelling, you are tapping into people's emotions. For instance, like when I first started going live on Facebook, one of my very first successful Facebooks was the first time I went live. I went live on Miami Beach. It was the holidays. It was December 2015. Facebook just launched Facebook Live to iPhone users. And I was on the beach with my family. There was my mom, my aunt, my uncle, and we were hanging out on the beach. I decided, okay, let me go live. Let me share Jamaican traditions during the holidays, because that's my heritage, right? So I go live and I'm there and I'm kind of like interviewing my family and I'm like, okay, so what do we do on Christmas Day? What are some things we eat? What do we drink? What do we do the next day? We call it Boxing Day. Boxing Day isn't really celebrated in the United States. And, you know, we talked about, you know, the things that you do, culturally wise, going to church and things like that, right? All right. So by doing that, that was me in itself creating a story for those who are viewing my live streams. Now, at the time, I wasn't selling anything or trying to gain any leads or anything like that. But that was the huge eye opener for me. Because to be frank, when I did other streams where I try to make it more business-like, having the whiteboard and things like that, I wasn't generating leads. I wasn't generating sales. I really had to look back and think, what made this successful more? Why were more people engaging here than they were on these more business oriented? And that's when it clicked. It was the storytelling, okay? So a part of this Facebook Live script, you know, you do your introduction, you develop your rapport, you let people know who you are, establish credibility if possible, but really immediately tell a story that makes you relatable. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments down below whether you're liking this or not, and share this and invite your friends, okay? So this overall is the script, right? But at the very end, I have down here, it says CTA, okay? CTA stands for call to action. And let me see if you guys can see it even better here, right? So here's the Facebook Live script. Here we are. We're talking at the end. It's been 15 to 20 minutes, and we have the CTA. Now, I want to say this is actually the really most important part of the stream. A lot of times, people will go live, and either one, they don't have a call to action, or number two, they have the wrong call to action. What I mean by that is, with a call to action, you are not sending people to your website. No, that is a big no-no. You're probably like, okay, Monique, that doesn't make sense. Why would I want to send them to a website? It's really simple. Your website, you don't know if it's optimized. You don't know if people are going to like it. You only have but a few seconds to gain people's attention. So why would you send them to a website? When you go to a website, there's a bunch of pages, there's a bunch of pictures, videos, things that people have to decipher. All right, they're hitting a major brick wall or confusion. Their brain has to, you know, start kicking in to really figure out what it is that they are trying to figure out. Why is the person who I just watched send me here? Okay, so you're leaving it up to chance when you send people to your website. Does that make sense? So what you do instead is you send them to a specific landing page or a specific page that exists on your website, but you're having a specific URL that you're pushing them to, and on that page is something that is either directly related to your stream that you presented for that day, or just in general, your overall themes when it comes to when you're going live on a consistent basis. Hopefully you guys are going live on a consistent basis. If you're doing these one-offs or, you know, sporadic times, it's not going to work for you. Trust me, I know. I've dealt with it. My clients, my students have dealt with it, okay? So at the very end of the Facebook Live script is your call to action. And specifically, that call to action is a landing page where you're either collecting emails, you're collecting people's phone numbers, you're collecting other additional information, right? But you're giving something away, okay? So the intention of this Facebook Live, the Facebook Live script, is you have these stories, you have it going on for about 15 minutes or so, right? You have a call to action, and during this 15 to 20 minute window, you are over delivering, you are providing value. All right. And so whatever is that call to action, it's only supporting it. It's supplementary to what you just taught or presented or shown. Okay. I also don't want you to think that all you have to do is teach on Facebook Live. That is not the case. But let's just say even I were to do a tour of my studio, I could still push people to a landing page that breaks down to a little PDF as to the exact items, where you can find them online, what even do supplementary videos or something like that to show people how it works. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments down below, okay? Whether you guys are liking this, give me some likes and hearts and see if this is really liking this. All right, so that's the Facebook Live script, all right? Enough of that. So that's secret number one. It's all about the script and the structure. Secret number 2 is all about understanding the model. Let me put this down. It's all about starting the model. Amani Shatemo. Okay, Amani, I will reach out to you. All right, so it's all about understanding the model. Okay, so with Facebook and all that great stuff, and in fact, let me go over to here so you guys can see me. Hello. So in regards to understanding the model right here, of secret number 2 is that the Facebook Live model is something where it's, at least the one that I'm about to share with you, is something that you don't have to do every single step, but there's a specific process and method of what you can do before, during, and after to make sure that it works for you. All right, does that make sense? You don't want to be going live for the sake of going live. You want to plan it out, especially if you plan on utilizing this as a tool for business, okay? So you want to understand that model, all right? And so let's dig in a little bit deeper as I share with you a mixture of secret number 1 and number 2 as far as the structure and understanding the model. All right, so let's take this off, and I want to present to you this, the wheel. The wheel is old, guys. The wheel is old freaking school. The wheel is old, right? Everybody knows the wheel. In fact, the wheel, in which, let me put that on here on this level, the wheel came to existence, if you didn't know, in 3200 BC, right? If you were to look that up on Wikipedia or something like that, that's what they tell you. It's 3200 BC. And yet it still exists today. Of all the things, of all the technology that we have, things that have been gotten rid of, I feel like the equivalent to a wheel could be the fax, right, of modern day. Because, we're still using faxes, guys. Can you believe that? But anyway, so the wheel is old. It's old school. But it works. I mean, we still are using it on our cars, on baby strollers, on electric scooters, on when you want to push something on a cart. I'm like, I need some wheels, right? We need some wheels. The wheels keep going. And a lot of times when you look this up online, the wheel actually stems from prehistoric caveman times. But why the heck did it take so long for it to come to existence? And if you look it up online and stuff like that, it's because it was the invention of the axle, right? Of creating this part of it and hooking it up into here to make it work onto other devices such as a car or a baby stroller or something like that, right? Does that make sense? All right. So the reason why I'm presenting this to you guys, let me come back over here, right? The reason why I'm presenting this to you guys is this. The wheel is old and it still works till today. You know the saying, don't reinvent the wheel, right? So when it comes to Facebook Live, look for the existing wheels, the existing live streams that are happening. So it is your goal or your job, or especially when you're just getting started, to start figuring out what is the wheel that is working, that's being successful, and then to duplicate it, right? That's you. This is you. This is your Facebook live streams. You're duplicating them, right? You're duplicating these wheels. This is here. This is going here. You're duplicating the wheel, because what's the point of reinventing the wheel, something that already exists, something that already works? Does that make sense? So we're duplicating this. Old school, right? Old school. In fact, let me share this with you guys. The fact that I'm using a flip chart, that's considered old school way of teaching and presenting. But guess what? I found live streams. I've seen successful streamers utilizing the flip chart to present information. So what I'm doing is I'm duplicating this wheel. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know in the comments. Does that make sense? I'm duplicating the wheel. So I'm creating a wheel, an existing wheel, and make it more successful, right? For me, make it work for me, which leads us to the very, very first step. I have Will here who is asking a question. Awesome. Let's have him come up on screen. Hey, Will's here. Is there a certain time of day where people are more likely to view Facebook Live? Great question, Will. Honestly, that is up to trial and error. I'm on the East Coast time, and I'll tell you this, and it also is up to your audience, right? Well, so, I'm on the East Coast, so this time of the day, around early afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock, 12 noon, and even sometimes 11 a.m. is like the earliest time for me to go live. I have tried my bestest to reach the West Coast people by going live at like 8 or 10 or 11, and it doesn't work for me. All right. But if anyone were to generally say, I would say, at least in your particular time zone, to really test it out. But for generally speaking, I would say 11 a.m. to around early afternoon. Now, it depends on how large your audience is. Like, for instance, one of my students is Lynn Terry. And she is a super affiliate, but she goes live. She's in Central Time. She'll go live at 10, 11 p.m. and have a lot of people on her streams. Okay. So again, it's a matter of testing it out and trial and error. Hopefully that answers your question. All right. All right. So let's go back to the wheel, the 3200 and all that other stuff, right? 3200 BC, and let's keep the ball rolling here. Okay. So that's the first thing for you guys to look at is don't reinvent the wheel when it comes to going Facebook Live. Don't do it. Don't do it. What you do is you find people. You find people who are going live that you're seeing are being successful. So step number 1 for you is to model existing wheels. Okay? I'm going to actually share a story with you guys. Model existing wheels. So this is how I got started as far as making Facebook Live work for me. I'm actually really, really excited about this. I might want to change this over to here so you guys can get it better over here. All right, so step number 1, model existing wheels. So sometime last year, I don't know if you guys are huge fans of Russell Brunson, but I love Russell Brunson. So shout out to Russell Brunson. Hey, Russell. So one day I think I was in bed. I was not feeling well. Then all of a sudden I got this message through Messenger, and it was Russell talking about this upcoming live stream that he's doing. And he was like, do you want to join? He had a yes or no button. So I clicked on the yes. And he said, cool. Well, I'm going live at this such and such time. Be sure to join me here. Right? And then I clicked on that. He had a link, and the link was pushing to a scheduled live stream that existed already, that he already scheduled on his timeline. And I thought that was like, oh, that is kind of cool. And then just out of curiosity, I was like, okay, I pressed yes. So what about no? Okay, what about if I press no, what would happen? So I pressed the no. I went back up to see if it would work. I pressed the no, and he had another message saying, oh, that's quite all right if you're not able to join. Here's the link to watch the replay whenever you have time to watch it. Something like that, right? So I was like, oh, this is genius. I'm really liking this. So, the time comes for him to go live. He goes live, and here he is. He's on the camera. He's talking to, saying, hello, everybody. I'm here live, and I'm about to teach this masterclass, and for the next 2 to 3 days, and you're watching it first time live. But just to let you guys know, I'm doing this as a product. You guys are getting first access to this, and the replays will only be available for a certain amount of time. But just to let you guys know, we're creating this product, this masterclass, for his new book that he was launching last year called Expert Secrets. Be sure to check that book out. So that's why I have this, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me put it here. That's a better view. So that's why I have him he's like on stage, literally. He's on a stage that he has set up. It almost looks like he's in a crowd of people, but there's no one in the room except for his team. He's on stage, he has a flip chart, and he's doing his Facebook Live. And I thought that was freaking genius! In fact, let me show you guys. I thought it was so genius. I geeked out on it. Oops, that I hit the light. That I created a video. All right, so let me show you guys what that looks like real quick. There I am, right here. See this camera right here. volume on that. But as you can see here, I took an existing wheel and I literally modeled what he did. So I'm sharing with you on this video clip, right? This video clip, you guys can't see me, as to what he did. Okay, he did these different things. Step number 2, set the stage, talk to your live audience. See that?
In about 2 or 3 minutes now.
Hopefully you guys can hear that.
We're going to be creating an actual product called the Expert Secrets Masterclass.
He simulcasted it to both YouTube and Facebook Live. I mean, it was freaking amazing, right? That's pretty cool, right? Let me know in the comments whether you thought that was cool. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean by getting and modeling existing wheels. So right here, that's what I started to do. I didn't do it exactly, so let me share with you. I got onto a platform called MiniChat. So it's right there here. And that's what he used. I also looked at what he used. So he used MiniChat. So I used MiniChat, right? I used MiniChat, set up a scheduled stream ahead of time, right? And then since I didn't have a stage or anything like that, or even a flip chart, at the time I didn't even have this flip chart, but I did a screen share, like how you guys just saw. I shared my screen. I'm on my face, and I share my screen. And the key here is model, right? Not to copy exactly everything. So even with the messaging and stuff, I didn't use the same exact wording. I used my own voice. But as you can see, like that's why this is kind of like a screen and not full out him with his flip chart on stage. I did my best as to how I could model it. And guess what? I was able to see success. But guess what? He's not the only one who was doing it, right? I mean, there were other people. There was Mari Smith going live. There were Gary V going live. There was what? Grant Cardone. And you're probably like, but Monique, these are all marketing people. That's true. It's all marketing people. But guess what? I started seeing people do it in other niches and industries. And you can do the same. That's why Facebook Live will work literally in any industry. So I started seeing people doing something like this. And I'm looking at the wrong camera, so I apologize. I started seeing people doing this in the network and direct sales industry. I've seen people doing it. Shout out to Greg McDaniel in the real estate space. Okay, if you're a realtor, check out Greg McDaniel of how he's going live. I was checking out people in the, even in the more professionals. When I saw Dr. Brett Osborne, I think is his name, when he went live showing a surgery that he was doing and he shares health tips and things like that. Oh my goodness, okay? So that is for secret number 1 as far as the structure and also understanding the model, all right, is model existing wheels, okay? Don't reinvent the wheel, guys. The wheel has been in existence since 3200 BC, right? And it still exists today. So what does that mean? Don't reinvent the wheel. The job is for you. This is you in the red. The job is for you to take what is working and model it and make it work for you. So duplicate your own wheels, right? Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys loving this? Let me know if you guys are loving this, okay? All right, because I'm really excited about this. I geek out. So let me know if it's being a little too much. All right? Cool. Okay. So let's go back to the secrets again. So the secret is, it's all about the script and the structure, right? So we kind of went over that a little bit as far as this bad boy right here, the script and the script and the structuring it. And now we're going to talk about understanding the model and secret number 3 of appearing everywhere, okay? Appearing everywhere from the standpoint of what to do next after you go live, right? The thing is, when you're going live, the more you go live, the more Facebook loves you, the more juice they give. And as a result, especially if you're sharing your streams just organically, it's going to appear as if you are everywhere. And that's key here. As far as appearing everywhere is you have to be consistent. and of course the sharing component of it, right? So sharing and the component of it, right? And by doing these 3 steps, right, these 3 secrets alone will help you get to making at least 5 figures this year with the Facebook Live model. Because right now we're going to talk about the Facebook Live model, all right? So the Facebook Live model actually is something that I learned from looking at Russell Brunson, right? And generally speaking, the Facebook Live model works as this. I'm going to do a quick run through because we can't, I'm only here for a certain amount of time. So with the Facebook Live model here, let's just say this is your live stream. This is you going live, right? Right? You're going live. Let's say you're going live once a week. So going live for once a week, right here. You're going live for once a week. So what happens before, during, after? What's the Facebook Live model? So what you're doing is, in order to get people to show up, you're going to have a scheduled stream. So right here, you have a scheduled stream. Scheduled stream. And you want to do the scheduled stream, you can do it, I'm going to say 2 to 3 days before. Because if you wait a little too long, like a whole week, people are going to leave anticipation. Now, the reason why you want to have the scheduled stream is that it has the big old get notification button. Right? And so when you're sharing your scheduled stream, once you posted it to your timeline, you want to encourage people to click on this button. Click on the button. Hey, I'm about to go live in such and such time. I'm going to share with you this amazing thing. Be sure to join me here. Beforehand, be sure to click on the get notification. And what that does is, let me tell you something. Facebook Live's notification system is on fleek, okay? It's on another level. You guys know it. I mean, you are getting notified all the time, all the freaking time. But if you're utilizing the notification, you want to take advantage of the notification system to make it work for you, especially from a Facebook Live perspective. So by having people click on this notification, they will be notified. You don't have to do reminder emails or reminder messages or anything like that. They're automatically notified when you actually go live, and they are notified the next time you go live, without even having you to press the get notified schedule button again. All right. So you want them to press on the get notification button, right? Facebook Live model. This is what you do. Another thing is, and this is what Russell Brunson, I shared that story with you for those of you guys who are just joining, how this came about, is from the scheduled stream, also you're going to have, and excuse my drawings, right? You're going to have messages. You're going to use Facebook Messenger to get people to show up, to get targeted people to show up. All right? We're not going to go into detail on how to start building up the messenger list, but my platform of choice is utilizing MiniChat. All right? Let me click over to this view so you guys can see it better. All right? MiniChat. This is hideous, but you get what I'm saying. So we're using MiniChat. We're notifying people about this new scheduled stream you're doing. You're doing it at least once a week. And for those who are just starting, what was it? What was our sweet spot? Let me know. What was the sweet spot? The sweet spot is at least 15 to 20 minutes, right? 15 to 20 minutes. And you do this once a week. But again, this particular presentation is for you to make at least 4 to 5 figures. So going once a week is not going to be enough. In fact, not even going twice a week is enough. All right? Not even going 3 times a week is enough. Ultimately, right, if you really want to get people to really show up and things like that, if you look at Grant Cardone goes live every single freaking day. Every single freaking day on the clock. Daily, right? Daily. But I already can hear you guys saying, but I don't want to do this. I mean, I want to start off with the 1 times a week and things like that. Okay, I understand. But we're talking about the 2018 roadmap for you to be successful with Facebook Live. So I will say daily, right? But I know a lot of people are going to fight me on that. You guys are going to fight me on this daily. So we're not going to do that. Okay. So daily, but while you're going live, another thing what you're going to do is have MiniChat start sending automated message to them based on the comments they're saying. Right? Let's just say you want to have a specific comment, a book, right? You want to give away a free book. And you say, hey guys, if you guys are watching this live stream right now and leave a comment of book, not you guys, but let's just say an example of the comment book, leave a comment down below and we'll send you the freebie or we'll start the conversation. You can start using MiniChat to do that for you. Having this run on automation. Imagine having to go, let's just say you have like 100 people on the stream and they all say a book in the comments. Can you imagine this, the frustration of the tediousness, if there's such a word, of having to manually respond to everybody and send them your book? You don't have to worry about that. MiniChat does that for you guys. They have a feature that allows you to do that. And that's actually what takes your Facebook Live to the next level, is utilizing this. Utilizing automation as much as possible. But again, I know you guys don't want to go live on a daily basis. All right? So do you guys want me to share with you on how you can go live at least 2 or 3 times in a week and have you make 5-figure sales? Let me know in the comments right now. Otherwise, I'll stop this presentation. Okay? And also, it will have you appear everywhere. Let me know. Do you want to know that in the comments? Let me know in the comments right now. Give me some likes or even emojis and things to let me know that you're enjoying this and that you guys want to know how to do something where it incorporates the Facebook Live model, right? But what's actually make some sales from it and not have you go for a daily basis. Matt Kelly says, I want to know. Awesome. Okay, we're seeing people here. He says, MiniChat is our friend. Awesome. I love it. Okay, so let me share with you guys. Let's go back to over here. Let's share with you guys what this looks like. Okay? So what this is going to do, let's just say you're going to go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So what's that? Let's say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right? So you're going live on these days. All right, you're going live. And we're live. But guess what? Remember how I said the sweet spot's 15 to 20 minutes? Let's amp that up a little bit, all right? Because why do we want to do this? We don't want to limit our window. We don't want to limit our window of being able to provide value. We don't want to limit our window of telling and sharing more stories. We don't want to limit our window of Facebook being able to get more eyeballs onto your stream. So instead, you're going to go live 1 to 3 hours. Yep, 1 to 3 hours. You're probably like, oh my gosh, Monique, are you kidding me? Okay, if this makes you 5 figures or more, would you do this? And I'm not saying for you to do this every single week either. Because what I'm going to share with you is freaking amazing. Let's just say you go live for an hour or 2 in a series, and this is in a series. Because what you're going to do, because you're probably wondering, what the heck am I going to talk about? You're an expert in your niche or your industry, right? So you know what to talk about. There's certain things you know that you could talk about all day, every day. I could talk about Facebook Live, video, marketing, things like that all day, every day. So you go live on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? And you're going to present it as a masterclass. Right? What that does is it automatically presents you as an authority. It automatically gives you credibility, and you can record these, take them down, and sell them as a product or a course, or sell them as a way to get people into a funnel, or on the landing page, having that strong call to action that we talked about. Have that as part of that, right? So you go live, you do 1 to 3 hours. Now, you're not talking for 1 to 3 hours straight, right? You're going to include what I call branded commercials. All right? Because it's all about over delivering, right? So you're going to do branded commercials. And what are those? Those are video testimonials of previous clients, current clients. They are pre-recorded video of events that you've done, or sizzle reels. There are videos of you doing a tour. Let's just say you say, "Hey guys, we're going on a break, but in the meantime, I'm going to show you a tour of my office, or I'm going to show you my teammate right here. He's going to show you how to do a cold call. My team right here is going to show you how to set up your first networking party to sell those oils. My team right here is going to show you how to take someone who just signed up for your free strategy session for a coach and do this." Or my team right here is going to show you at the auto dealership the cars that we have on sale right now. And then when Jim is done, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you even more on how to buy your very first car. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting this? All right. So you're going to have that. And then you're probably wondering, okay, pre-recorded video, how do you do that? There are platforms that allow you to create what I call a hybrid stream. I want to be very clear with you guys. You do not want to stream all pre-recorded video. That's against Facebook rules, all right? They're actually starting to crack down on that. But what you do is hybrid videos. Do these video clips where you're streaming pre-recorded video, and there's platforms that allow you to do that, right? Platforms that allow you to do this, all right? So you're going to have branded commercials during these 2 to 3 hours, right? So that's one thing. Another thing is you're going to do comment marketing. Let me write that down. Comment marketing. And I apologize for the hideous handwriting, right? But comment marketing. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit better, clearer on that. All right, so comment marketing. And what do I mean by comment marketing? There's a whole science and psychology of running your streams. And one thing is getting people engaged, getting people to reset that button especially when you're doing an extended stream like this, right? So you can utilize something like MiniChat, and even yourself manually, having someone, having templated comments that you have come up already that help guide the journey as someone is watching your stream, right? You can have, and then what you do is you pin them up top. You have the option to pin your comment. So for instance, initially I could have had a pinned comment that said, "Hey guys, thank you so much for joining. If you guys are loving this and share, be sure to give a thumbs up or heart," and use emojis, right? Emojis. That's iPhone 10 stuff. Emojis, right? And have that. Or when I was sharing with you secret number 1 or 2, I could have a comment that appeared, "Are you guys getting this? Or do you have any other questions?" So that will help generate the conversation. People see that pinned comment as you're doing your masterclass, right? Does that make sense? So it's what I call comment marketing. There's a whole psychology behind this. You could utilize this if you're a business for customer service. If people are complaining about something and questions or things like that, you could use comment marketing during a stream to help take care of that situation, to take it even offline or off of, Facebook Live and make that work for you. Does that make sense? Give me some likes and hearts if you guys are liking this, all right? All right, so again, you're going live for 2 to 3 days, streaming for 1 to 3 hours. If you're wondering what's the maximum time you can go live, it's actually 4 hours. 4 hours. 4 hours is the longest you can go live for. 4 freaking hours. So that's great for like events or things like that. And then what you have to do is you have to stop it and then create a new stream. You do have the possibility to do a 24-hour stream. But what happens on the Facebook Live platform is that you notice like after someone goes live, it automatically becomes what you call on demand, or it's archived, right? If you do a 24-hour stream, it's completely deleted. So once you do it, what's done is done, right? I actually saw a company do this. They did like an 8-hour stream, and I was wondering how they were going to do it, if they were going to split it up into 2, and they didn't. And because they didn't, like, oh my goodness, they missed out and lost so much great data and things like that because they ended up going to the 24-hour rule for Facebook, and everything got deleted, which to me was a big no-no, all right? Actually, if you guys want to hear about that, I do have a case study on that, so let me know in the comments whether you want to hear about that, because that was an amazing stream they did, the whole campaign, everything, and it incorporated what I'm showing you here today, all right? And they did all of this. They did branding commercials. They did comment marketing. All right. And then very lastly, I'm trying to think what's the last thing, is how to have it appear everywhere, right? Secret number 3. Secret number 3, I'm not going to even have it come down because it'd be too much work. Secret number 3 is how to have it appear everywhere. So, what you do is quite a few things. Number 1 is you want to share. You want to share it. Share it to the world. Share it, share it, share it, share it, share it, right? Another thing you want, and that's organically. Another thing you want to do is, once you're done with your streams, this is something that a lot of people don't do, okay? All right. Matt says he wants the case study. Awesome. Cool, cool. All right, so this is what you want to do. Once you're done with your streams, whether you go live for 15 to 20 minutes, whether you go live for an hour, you do this particular Facebook Live model, what you want to do is, a lot of people tend to leave a lot of leads or money on the table with this, is you want to redo your description. Don't have it where it's just you go live, there isn't a headline, or it's just a headline. In fact, what you want to do, and shout out to David Schloss for showing me this and really opening my eyes with this. If you don't know who David Schloss is, he's one of the Facebook ad kings out there. I know there's so many people who are positioning themselves that way, but David is legit, okay? He's not someone who just learned and got some success, and he's been doing this for a while, all right? And he's worked with some pretty big names. So the thing is, you want to turn your description into a mini blog post. What do I mean by that? All right. You want to turn your description into a mini blog post. So the psychology of this is everything is you want to have people engaged. So you want to create a description that's long enough where, when you see a long description of a post on Facebook, it has that see more link on there. You want to force people to click on that see more link, and then it expands or it opens up a brand new window, right? So let's just say it expands, and you want to have it long enough where the person is required to scroll the mouse with their finger. That's another action, another psychological thing that you can do. Scroll with the finger, right? Then you get to the bottom. You remember that call to action? Make sure to have a strong call to action where it's pushing people to a specific landing page. For the sake of this model, it would be to go to sign up for the next stream that's happening the next day, because this is taught in a series, right? Taught in a series. So you go live, change the description where it's long enough, where it has the see more, they have to scroll. At the end, of course, you want to encourage people to like it, share it, position it as numbered steps. That's very key, number steps, and then making sure to have that call to action. Actually, the call to action shouldn't necessarily be at the very end, because this is a mini blog post. You want to have the call to action. You want to seed it to them as you're doing it. And you want to break it up into little mini paragraphs. Trust me on this, guys. If you start doing this and you start seeing great results, please hit me up, because I'm telling you. And the reason why you also want to do this is the idea of putting ads behind it, boosting your streams. In fact, I saw Russell Brunson and other people do that when they go live. You guys probably don't know this, but the bigger people, they'll boost it for like 10 to 20 bucks a day just to see how it goes, see how it's working, seeing how much it's sticking. If it's not sticking, they cut it off. All right? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So, let me change the view, because I think some of you guys are not able to see this. So let me do that again. All right. There we go. Go live 3 times. You want to do branding, commercials, comment marketing, and turning your description into a mini blog post. All right. You guys liking that? Are you guys liking that? Hopefully you are. And that's it for the Facebook Live model. This is the roadmap right now that you can do. Let's go back to here. And once you do that, you'll be able to make, I put 5 figures here because that's what I reached in my students. But even your first 4 figures of this year for 2018 is doing these 3 secrets. It's all about the script and the structure. I share with you this script, all right? The understanding the model and appearing everywhere, and how to make it all work for you as a system. That's a very key thing here that a lot of the, I guess, gurus out there, they're not talking about, is the system. There needs to be a system in place. And that is honestly what is prohibiting you from generating leads and making sales. I had to learn that the hard way, like a very, very bad hard way, okay? I don't want you guys to go through that, so that's that. Now, can I ask you guys a question? So we've been going live here for about almost an hour, right? So I pretty much, what I share with you today is what I am exercising to you right now. So I want to ask you guys a question. I have an opportunity for you all to implement this and go even more in detail to have you guys be successful in generating 5 figures for Facebook Live. And it is a program that I would like to talk to you guys about, but let me know in the comments whether you want to learn about this, all right? This is a program that by the time you're done, you'll be ready in February. One of the stories I shared with my masterclass last night was the very first time I made 4 figures was last year in the first 60 days of 2017. All right, that was in February, and that was just me putting things together. So let me know whether you guys want to learn about that, because it's an amazing opportunity for you all to make sure for 2018 and the beginning of this year, kicking off this year. We all have the drive, the gumption, the self-drive. This is not the time for you guys to be lazy, especially if you ended last year with not being in a place where you want to be, and you now want to turn over that leaf. This is not the time for you to be lazy, because when I'm going to present to you all, I want action takers. And it's not something where, it's not something where I'm just going to let any and everybody participate in. All right, so let's see. I'm seeing that some comments are coming in. Let me know, guys, and then we will continue. So I'm going to share with you an opportunity right now that you guys can take advantage of. And I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to try and do this very smoothly, in fact, without knocking stuff over. I don't think that's feasible, but let's try it. So here. Okay. Woo! Hopefully you guys can see this. Yep, you can see it over here. All right, so I want to present to you my program called Live Authority. All right? Live Authority. And it's a 6-week program. It's something that I've been working on with that Facebook Live model I share with you. I call it the Masterclass Launch Method. All right? I want to learn, so does Toby Kirkwood. All right, thank you so much, Matt. So Live Authority is a program that I released last year around October, because I did some testing and I worked with individuals on, for instance, a multi-million-dollar company, speaking empire, was one of my major success stories. Lynn Terry, super affiliate. The first time she went live, guys, within the first 4 hours, she sold $17,000 worth of product. So this also works for physical products too. This is not just in the digital space, right? So this is Live Authority. And if you take advantage of this offer, it's a 6-week program, right? Okay, so when I launched it, I taught it live. And I relaunched it one more time and is in the midst of teaching it live. So we're actually on week 4 right now. So there's actually 3 more weeks, including this week, left of the program. If you take advantage of this opportunity, there's some special things that you'll get access to. So number 1 is you're going to get a more depth description and better diagram of what I call the Facebook Live script in a video delivered to you, right? Also, here's a few other things. Hopefully you guys can see this. Yep, this is what's going to happen. This is my offer to you guys. If you take advantage of this opportunity in the next 2 to 3 days, all right, actually today's Friday, so by Sunday at midnight, you're going to get access to the Facebook Live script that I just shared with you guys. It's more into detail, and I even have, in fact, an addendum of how to run your masterclass with this specific script. It's offered to you at a $9.97 value, right? Also, there's the Facebook Live sales funnel, right? So I didn't want to overwhelm you guys, but one of the major reasons why you're not making sales is that you don't have a system on the back end. You don't have a funnel on the back end. And so I have specific funnels that I've created, and I will give that to you if you take advantage of this offer, all right, by Sunday, okay? So in about 48 hours. And then lastly, you'll get access, immediate access, right, within the first 24 hours. Those who take advantage of this offer in the first 24 hours, a 100,000 audience workshop, meaning how to grow your audience on Facebook and other social media platforms of about 100K workshop. This was actually a workshop I partnered up with Lynn Terry. Lynn Terry is an amazing individual, knows her stuff, and she conducted a 2 to 3 hour workshop on how to go about this organically, especially if you don't have the interest or the budget right now to invest in Facebook ads. In fact, right now, Lynn doesn't even use Facebook ads, and she has communities of 38,000 plus or more, right? So all of that, so that's offered to you at $2,997. All right, so if you take advantage of this offer, and let me tell you what's in the offer. All right, you get the Facebook Live script for $997, the Facebook Live sales funnel for $997, and the workshop of organically building a 100K audience for $2,997. So that's a total value of $4,991. That's the bonus. All right. The program is a 6-week program. You get access to 6 weeks of content where we start off with dealing with the technology. Then we go on with the marketing message. Then we look to building your list directly using Facebook Live. Then we look to building, selling directly using Facebook Live. And then the last 2 weeks is when I teach in detail the masterclass launch method. Okay, those are 2 weeks. It happens in 3 different phases. I've already shared with you guys what that looks like, but even better detail, right? So this is the bonus, right? In addition, if you take advantage of this offer, you will have access to 3 live group coaching calls. All right. I'm not doing this once I finish this second round that I'm teaching live. And because of you all taking advantage of this, you get access to me in almost a one-on-one situation where you get all your questions, one-on-one help with me in a group setting. These are 90-minute calls. In fact, there's one tonight at 8 p.m., but normally they're on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. So you will have access to 3. If not, if you take advantage of this on Sunday, of course, you'll get access to 2, right? Where you can hop on immediately, ask me questions, go over concepts, even doing mini teaching, even doing discussions. Like, we have a lot of fun on these group coaching calls. All right. All right. And then lastly, in that, we also have a Facebook group where you can also get all of your questions answered, and to collaborate. There's quite a few people who collaborated, did interviews, helped them get started with streaming, doing the master classes or doing the extended streams or going live. And so you have that opportunity. Okay. So, all right. So you're probably wondering, okay, Monique, I have all this, the bonus, all that great stuff. You know, how much is it going to be? It's not going to be $491. All right. Woo! See, the luxuries of going live. I knew it was too good to be true for me to be able to move that over and not have it mess up. All right. So it's not going to be $4,991. In fact, when I relaunch this, it's going to be $997. But because you guys are on this stream, you stuck with me to the very end, and I greatly appreciate that you all have taken out the time to do this. The cost, sorry, I'm looking for my chalk. It's not going to be $997. In fact, it's not going to be $697. What it's going to be is $497. This is the very, 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 very last time I'm going to offer at this price, $497. All right. When you take advantage of this offer, head on over to liveauthority.co/go. Again, liveauthority.co/go to take advantage of this offer. It's at the price of $497. So let's talk about this for a second. All right. $497. Go to liveauthority.co/go. This is only available to you for the next 48 hours. Well, a little less than 48, 36 hours. All right. So $497. And let me share this with you guys. I'm going to share this since you guys are here with me live still. If you can't afford that, there is a payment plan that's available. I'm not going to share that with you here, but there is a payment plan that's available. This is the last time I'm doing this. Hands down. Okay. $497. All right. But other than that, let me know. Do you have any questions? Anything you want me to discuss? Was this helpful, guys? Please let me know. Was this helpful? Did you learn a lot from this? Even those who joined us late or anything like that, let me know. Was this helpful? All right. Was this helpful, guys? Let me know. Was this helpful? Hopefully it was. Hopefully it is. And I hope to see you in the program. Again, liveauthority.co/go. Thank you so much for participating in this stream with me, and I look forward to talking to you soon.